Buckle up, hotties. It's time to talk some hoops. Welcome to Crunch Wears No Pants with Brandon, Nate, and Jordan.
What's poppin', fanny people? Welcome to another episode of Crunch Wears No Pants. I'm Jordan. Forgive D'Lo Alamat. That's Brandon. With the plus minus back, and that is Nate. Hey, how was Luka Garza's performance yesterday?
Don't forget about the plus minus.
And together, did I say that we are Crunch Wears No Pants? We are. Crunch, wear no pants, genitals everywhere. We are the head of the basketball department of PullTabSports.com, and we're brought to you by Jimmy's Dips and Joe Mama Salsa. And make sure you follow us on social media at No Pants Crunch on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Check out the hashtag Wolves Things Bracket, a massive hit, guys.
People are loving it. It's a fun time.
If you're not familiar with the Wolves Things Bracket, at No Pants Crunch, like I said on Twitter, Brandon mostly, and then some listeners assembled a list of 64 Timberwolves things, the most Wolvesy things in history. It's like Martell Webster dunking. We needed a 3 in overtime.
Becky Taylor's lasagna.
John Krasinski,
the Dane Moore NBA pod.
What's a more Wolves back? Pat Bev. These things, and we're doing. It's going to be like a 3-week-long process. So go vote on your favorites. Round 1's happening right now at No Pants Crunch, guys. Icebreaker question. You ready?
I'm excited to hear what Jordan came up with in the last minute.
Less than 45 seconds.
Didn't have time to run through the filter.
He's still trying to think of it.
I got it. How come no one likes us? This is the second episode in a row our guest is canceled. Last week was supposed to be doing Al.
This is going to be a deep, heavy.
This week's supposed to be Johnny K. I know Jamari was sick, and I know Johnny K's kids coach is sick, but why is this our luck? Brandon, you're not making eye contact. You want to avoid the question. So whatever.
I don't know. I think people like us. I think it's just a little bad luck.
Okay, the real icebreaker question, not even Wolves related. Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing, which is better and why?
Oh, man.
Mario Kart, I guess. I've never played Crash Team Racing.
Durf. I bought you a Crash Bandicoot.
No,
shirt,
I know.
So
there's a nuanced answer to this. Like, at its best, Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Racing.
This guy doesn't
Mario
even remember the
Kart.
name.
I'm sorry. I'm recording a podcast. I'm nervous. I've got this energy about me. No.
Yes.
Mario Kart at its best. Crash Team Racing packs a better punch in the PlayStation 1 version.
No, packing a better punch. That's Super Smash Bros. You're thinking of.
Okay.
Get out. You're off the pod.
Well, guys, we firing folks live on the air. So interesting show today. We have a losing record since we last recorded, and our superstar unicorn is injured. But I feel like the vibes are a little bit better. So we'll go through the vibes. We're going to play Wolves Jeopardy. We got Random Wolf of the Week.
Wow.
It's not funny if we're good at it.
That's why I tried to be bad at it.
And then
Name that. Whoa.
Wow.
And then we have a bonus segment, which I'm really stoked about. It's a Star Wars starting 5 draft. Again, not even Wolves adjacent, but basketball adjacent. So let us live. But before we even talk about the frickin' vibes, dude, let's talk about the frickin' dips. Jimmy's dips. Jimmy's dips. Remember when 50 would do that with G Unit? I just did it with Jimmy's dips. Okay.
G Unit me's dips.
That was a thing you said.
Yep.
And you certainly said it.
God. Okay. So Jimmy's dips, they have, their veggie dips, right? Everyone knows vegetable dips. But what about the caramel dips? You can dip your apples in it. They have caramel and freaking sea salt caramel. And they're from Stewartsville, Minnesota. They're from Stewartsville, Minnesota, local company. So go get your dips. It's the holiday season. You're burning potpourri, right? That smells festive.
We're all doing it.
And the caramel itself may not be good for you, but what I've noticed is it's drastically increased my apple consumption.
Yeah.
So healthy adjacent.
Yeah, kind of like healthy alternative.
Yeah.
You weren't going to eat those apples without the dip.
Exactly.
So
yeah, dude. Okay, sidebar, I'm doing like a little diet app right now because the Father Way got me feeling bad about myself. And it's like, it sorts foods into like the different colors. All the things they say are healthy in the stores, like Nutri-Grain, whatever, healthy. No, it's bad for you.
Not at all.
So I'm sorry that I'm not eating my Nutri-Grain bar, but I'd rather have an apple, which I'm allergic to, and dip it in caramel.
What are the healthy colors?
It's green, yellow, and orange. It's like, whoa. You can't.
What color are oranges?
Oranges are green. It's very weird.
This is very confusing.
But caramel is like a light brown, and Jimmy's makes it. So cop that from Hy-Vee or Cub today. Gentlemen, how are the vibes? Since we last recorded, the Timberwolves are 3-4. Pacers W, best win of the year. Hornets L, worst L of the year. Warriors L, saddest L of the year. Wizards L, even sadder than the Hornets L, which was, I said the worst. No, it was actually the, what fucking sentence was that?
The Wizards L was bad.
Yeah, the Wizards L, it was that bad that it actually broke my brain. And then Cat got hurt, which was just a bummer. Grizzlies, we won. It was amazing. Thunder L, that one sucked. And then we just won yesterday. Austin Rivers told the fans on Instagram to stay with them, and we did. Wendell Moore Jr. won over our hearts with his cool young face. D'Lo stands came after Brandon at my beckoning. Anti-Luka pitchforks came for Durf. Not really. I think he kind of took some strays there, but nothing really direct. And most importantly, we signed a white guy named Matt. So my question to you guys is, how are the vibes?
You want me to kick us off?
Yeah, absolutely, Brandon.
I think the vibes are fine. And
what a take. Way to take a stand.
Really? Yeah, really?
No.
Polarizing.
I think it's starting to kind of set in with the Wolves that like kind of like this like apathy around them where we're seeing like the optimism of the beginning of the season like further and further in the rear view mirror.
Which we did not perpetuate, by the way. None of us said we're going to win the Larry O'Brien trophy.
Nobody.
You both said nobody we were going to win the Larry O'Brien
it's
trophy.
It's 2-1. I'm pretty sure we didn't say anything.
I'm almost certain we said we'd be 500.
Delete the first pod.
Deleting.
But I also think we're past the point where like mid-season where everyone was like, pitchforks out, this team sucks, we're going to be in the lottery the next 10 years and the first overall pick is going to the Jazz. I think it's just kind of like they appear to just be a 500 team until further notice, and people are no longer like super angry or like just wait till we turn it around. People are just kind of like, they're okay. They're kind of frustrating to watch on like any given night because they don't really bring it. I don't know. I'm struggling to see like what the actual thing that they do well is. Like if you're talking to your friends, you're trying to sell someone on the Timberwolves. What is like, they're good at this. I don't really think they're actually like, there's nothing that like stands out that they do really well as a team versus like last year's team. It's like, if you were doing like the elevator pitch, it's like they play really hard and they shoot a bunch of threes. And this team is like, they don't play hard. They're kind of dumb. They can't shoot.
I would say that. I think that's a selling point, though. Just go, it's a hell of a time.
Most of the games are going to be close. If it's a good team, it's going to be close. If it's a bad team, it's going to be close.
I'm going to push back on that. I think there's a lot to salvage here. I don't know what they're good at, which is they're a very confounding team. But like, you can't blow a 20-point lead without first establishing a 20-point lead.
They're good in a quarter.
Yeah. So, but like, that's the thing with the Wolves. They only blow it after like one quarter, right? Like it's either the first or the third. Second and fourth were phenomenal teams. Nope. Sometimes in the second we're bad. Yeah. And we fall apart in the fourth sometimes. But okay, there's usually,
sometimes in the first, like against the Warriors and Wizards, we just get cooked right away.
They spin a wheel before the game and they're like, which one are we going to choke in today?
With the Warriors game though, it was only the first quarter. We won the last three.
Yeah, but also like
I know
when you're up by 40, like okay, good job. Like you played down to your competition, you still won by 40. Like, they're not going to beat us by 160.
I was so a little concerned there. So, but I'm saying is there are, and this is partly disagreeing with you, but partly agreeing with you. Like, there's still a foundation there, but I could not tell you what they do well. Because sometimes like, oh, it's Ant going off. Oh, here comes a Rudy thing. D'Lo is going for 30 tonight. It's like, what's happening?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think it's the inconsistency of the best players and the fact that none of the players are really complementary of each other. Like, I guess some of them, like Ant and Cat, have been complementary historically, but like Ant and D'Lo, like their games aren't really complementary. Neither Ant nor D'Lo has been super complimentary to Rudy because of like the on-ball defense has been so bad.
Is it because Rudy's just sad? Maybe Rudy's a little bit sad. He misses the Jazz. Yeah, his country lost.
I don't think he misses the Jazz.
Rudy's really sad watching guys bulldoze at him full speed off the dribble because Ant and D'Angelo Russell just turned around and watched him go.
Maybe Rudy is sad because has he gone through a breakup recently? Do we know?
Has he dated
He
anyone?
broke up with the Jazz.
Do we know of him? Does he have a high profile relationship that we know of?
Hang on.
You do your Googling.
Rudy Gobert, love, life. Go under.
I don't recall where I was going with that.
Hang on.
We know he's sad. He's an emotional guy. But I don't think that's the reason.
Like when he kicked Kenrich Williams.
That was lit.
Undercut his leg.
Dude, that's when I respected him.
Same.
Rudy Gobert love life. This is a headline from an actual website. SportsZion.com. Who is Rudy Gobert dating Klay Thompson's ex-girlfriend? That's not a sentence.
Who is
Who is Rudy Gobert dating?
No punctuation.
No, it's who is Rudy Gobert dating Klay Thompson's ex-girlfriend?
That's a sub note.
Oh, Hannah Stocking. Is she a baddie? Let's find out. This is great for
this is great podcasting.
Live research.
Okay.
She's pretty.
She's
Come on, man.
She's no wife,
What do
dude.
you expect? How tall is she? I'm so curious.
6'9".
Yeah.
Okay, Hannah Stocking.
She's
height.
7'1".
So
I think we're going way too
hang
far
on.
down.
Hold on.
Oh my God, she's 5'10", so she's tall, but not tall for Rudy. So like when they get freaky and they bust out the Jimmy's dips,
Just
dude.
talked about this, Shelly.
Wait, oh shoot, sorry.
That's not. So he's 7'1", right? 7
Yeah.
foot, 7'1". So that's like a foot and 3 inches. That's not like terribly.
There's a
The
joke.
least
somewhere.
interesting 2 minutes of podcasting I've ever been a part of.
Is it more interesting if we talk about the Wolves?
Okay, so whatever. Let's talk about a catless future. All right, in the wake of Cat's injury, right, we've got to look at the team with solely Rudy at the 5 and Ant in like the default leadership role. D'Lo said that Ant was trying to, test the waters and make steps in that regard, which I love to see. So around the horn, do we like what we're seeing? Do we dislike a catless Timberwolves? Now we have a traditional 5. We don't have a unicorn 7-footer popping threes. Now we have like a more usual good center. When do we have like a good elite center? Like that's like a purebred center, So I guess my question is, do we like it? Do we like the idea of this?
Yeah, I mean, I think Twitter kind of jumped the shark on like when the Cat injury happened, when everyone was like, well, finally we got this guy out of the way. Now we go on our run. And it's like, well, actually he's like the best player on the team.
Yeah.
So they're probably not going to go on a run because Cat's really good. But I do think
stats guy over here ignoring stats, just going with his vibe. Okay.
I do think it provides an opportunity over like this month stretch to see what this whole thing looks like without him, because I don't think this is going to happen. But say he's out for 20 games. If they go 14-6 in 20 games without Cat, and then he comes back and they're just like this middling 500 team again, that opens up like the conversation in the offseason around like, maybe Cat is the odd man out, where it's like, this is how you build this thing out. And maybe that was part of the calculus in the Rudy trade, was like, we can see if this works with them. But if it doesn't, we have this eject button that's like, we can stay good, trade Karl Anthony Towns. I don't want to go down like that whole path, because I don't think
too
that's
early. It's not helpful.
I don't think that's not what we've seen so far. I mean, I have not been tremendously impressed with the catless Timberwolves. As fun as the Grizzlies win was, that game was just like a slop fest.
Yeah, that was just too gritty,
Yeah.
whatever. So is there something to be said about very bold experiment, 2 5s, blah, blah, blah. 1 billion words have been written and uttered about this experiment. Is there a world where we simplify it? Let's just see what Rudy is. And then we reinsert Cat in it and be like, hey, maybe we should let Ant and Rudy take the lead, but we want you to be be there, but maybe not be like 25 points a guy. Maybe be like just
so I don't
20
think
or 18.
I don't think it's about
speak, but yeah.
I don't think it's about him taking a backseat offensively. He's as much as we love Ant, Cat is the best offensive player on the team. But
it's a guards league, basically, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but it's also there's like a surplus talent thing where it's like, Cat stands out offensively as a big more than Ant stands out offensively as a wing, just because there's more good wings than there are good bigs. There's defensive questions with it, but I don't know. I think if anything, it provides us an opportunity to like maybe have what happened during like the COVID stretch in December last year.
Yeah.
Where all those big guys, those key guys were out, and like kind of the template for how to play was laid, and they didn't win that many games, but they competed. And then those guys came back and that continued happening. The role players continued doing that thing. And then those guys kind of like settled into roles like the Ants, D'Los, and Cats. Because I think that's the biggest part, is that there's just like a lot of like your turn, my turn, and not a lot of like
Teamwork.
Like I said, they're just the best players aren't really complementing each other right now. I mean, we've seen a little bit more of it with Ant and Rudy. We've seen a little bit more when D'Lo is good, D'Lo and Rudy, but like for the most part, it's just kind of like we can get D'Lo going, but then when D'Lo gets going, Ant disappears, and we can get Ant going, and when Ant gets going, D'Lo disappears, and we try to get Rudy going, and that's never a good idea. And
like, I hate to agree with Shaq, but it's like, yeah, Rudy, you put up 15. If you put up 15 boards and like 12 points and a bunch of blocks, you're worth that money, straight up. Like,
yeah, but I think the reason
generational.
that they've tried to, we touched on this the last pod. I think we've kind of beaten this in. The reason they're trying to get Rudy going offensively, like give him like a back to the basket game, is because that's the thing that's been like the glaring omission on Rudy Gobert teams in the playoffs, is like the Clippers are able to go really small and spread them out defensively, so that like mitigates some of the Rudy defensive value. But then Rudy being 8 inches taller than the guy guarding him, he hasn't been able to capitalize on that matchup and make teams hurt for going small. So I think they're trying to like foster that.
But if they're all good at the same time, it stretches the floor on the other end. So it's like, oh, now you have to do the same thing to us. But we have a 7-1 guy down there.
Yeah, exactly. Like Dane Moore has been talking about this a lot. It's not as much like back to the basket, Rudy dribbling into hook shots. It's more just like seal your man right in front of the rim and get a couple dunks.
And he doesn't know how to dunk. He plays volleyball.
Well, he's had
a
4 or 5 dunks last night.
Yeah, but he keeps doing like the boop thing.
I don't
know why he defaults to that.
I think we underestimate how easy it is for like big guys to dunk like with gigantic crowds, because he still needs to like be able to jump, and there's like little guys around his legs and stuff.
It's the like with the like bunnies, he just like tips it instead of just extending his arms though. It's like the ones where, because I'm not talking about
again, I think we're oversimplifying how easy what
but I think it's really easy to dunk an NBA.
But we're not even talking about the same thing. I'm not talking about when he's in a crowd. I'm saying there are times where it's one-on-one and he's like so worried about getting the shot up that he doesn't just extend and drop it in, because he's got such a long wingspan and he's so tall. It's not like he has to even jump.
Yeah. I think if Rudy Gobert can dunk it, he's probably dunking it.
Wow, great insight. Let's see what else we got.
That's why
here.
you're the stats guy.
Here's a note under the Catless Future show sheet button. Was Cat's presence holding Rudy / others back from stepping up or being leaders? That's hard for us to tell as just like group chat members. But is there something to that? I guess it does allow Ant to go.
I just threw that in because it seems like Rudy has been more vocal and Ant has been more vocal with Cat not present. And I'm not saying speculating like we know one way or the other, but just from like optics, it seems like Ant and Rudy are stepping up into that more vocal leadership. And it's not like it's perfect. Like it's not like they're like rallying the team, but it just seems like in general more vocal to fill that void.
I would love to hear that hype speech of like, Anthony Edwards, like Atlantean Southern drawl mixed with Rudy's like French, like going back and forth. I imagine like Kyle Anderson just like, what's happening?
Yeah. So, and I mean, I think that, yeah, absolutely. Cat being out like opens up vocal leadership roles, because like that leadership role has always kind of just fallen to him by default because he's been around for the longest. And Cat definitely like fancies himself a leader. That's kind of
himself. Second pod in a row.
It's getting out of hand.
But that's kind of like that's kind of where like the cringy Cat quotes like come from, is he always wants to like present himself as like the great teammate, the good leader, like the say the right things guy. So like without him, there is that void of more guys speaking up. The problem is like, it's awesome that Ant is like stepping up in a vocal leadership role, and it sounds like he's doing that more on the court and stuff. But also like that clip that went viral of him being like, we got to do this every game, like be in the gaps every game, like for Rudy every game. And then literally the next game against the Thunder, he just got cooked the whole game
But-
defensively.
Yeah, but also like
Manifesting, dude. It's the secret.
yeah, it takes some practice.
Yeah.
Like he's got it's the first time he's spoken up all year. But I definitely think that Rudy is like more, I don't know. I feel like he's kind of like taken a step back and like he doesn't want to step on toes because he's the new guy on the
Definitely.
team.
Yeah,
And like,
absolutely.
I think that I guess I'm not saying that he's holding the team back, but I definitely feel like with him not there, there's an opportunity for Rudy to gel better with the team.
Yeah, kind of like the addition by subtraction thing
Yeah.
that I was talking about. I love it. I had a point that I was going to make, but screw it. Let's move on. Noel heating up. Brandon Beck, you like what Jalen's doing off the bench over the last 7 games since we recorded? 15.4 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a plus minus of +3. They call that net rating in the biz,
And
actually.
I mean, most of that plus minus just came in the last game where he was like a plus like 25 or whatever.
Do you love plus minus or do you hate plus minus? You can't deploy plus minus against me for D'Lo and then go, oh, it doesn't really matter for Jalen.
I didn't say it didn't matter. I was more pointing to the fact that that's like probably misleading because it's mostly one game. So
Are stats the Bible or are stats Satan?
You have to
Brandon?
pick
Is
one.
it the truth or is it a lie?
I was literally about to say that it's not as good as it looks because he hasn't been very good on the defensive end.
And then
Cut me off.
is D'Lo's -5 not as bad as it looks? If you want to be the Stat Flipper Man Classic analyst, pivoting the table to
I really
to
don't
me.
understand the point.
You're
that's
off the
being
pot.
made.
I'm saying that you are just being willy-nilly McGee.
I think
Well,
he's
when
just
we get to D'Angelo Russell, I'll give all my points there. Jalen Noel has definitely like heated up offensively. I think that's really good. He was mired in like a pretty awful slump for like 10 games before that. And
Yeah, people are tweeting out pictures of the chum bucket. That's not good.
and like the fact that he is such a terrible defender, it really makes it hard to swallow like the black hole bucket getter that's not getting any buckets.
Yeah.
That's not guarding anyone. So it's come out like a little bit more neutral. He's definitely stepped up as like a team that desperately needs shooting. He's starting to shoot a lot better. And he's one of the better like get to the rim finishers on the team.
Yesterday he was just killer.
Yeah. So I think there's, I don't know. I don't have like a huge point about Jalen Noel other than like, I think it's good to see him starting to play better. I think we were teetering on Jalen Noel, like losing his job, like the Wendell Moore, like semi-emergence, like 2 games.
That was a hoot and a half.
If Jalen Noel had continued playing like as poorly as he had played up until this like recent hot offensive stretch, I think Wendell Moore usurping him in the rotation wasn't that unrealistic, but I think we're past that point now.
Let's go to the Wendell Moore because the D'Lo conversation, I'm kind of exhausted by it. He's either very good and fun or very bad and frustrating, and that's just how it is.
I do want to talk about
weird. He's not like he doesn't mean a lot to this team, so I don't know why we would talk about him very much.
just specifically, I just want to say the D'Lo stans came after me on Twitter, and it's because every time D'Lo does anything marginally positive on a basketball court, Jordan hops on the Crunch Wears No Pants Twitter account.
No, that's a sentient AI brand, actually, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Jordan tweets like 6 tweets at me and gets me all riled up.
That was one game, and I might have been high, and I don't know. Who knows who did that?
So I got like 8 where are you saying anything good about D'Angelo Russell now tweets in a game where D'Angelo Russell finished a -16.
He was on pace to be really good, and then he had a really bad quarter. It made me feel very stupid. I don't apologize. I was going to, sorry.
And so as a result of that, because I was so mad, I had a tweet about plus minus.
Brandon going.
Okay, so
Brandon go.
And then the D'Lo stands all came after me.
My favorite part of this is that he's blaming you for the tweet that he sent.
Because he got me so mad.
Yeah, I know, but he's not the reason they came after you. The tweet you sent is the reason
The
why.
radical left got me so mad that I stole confidential documents from the White House. That's how you sound right now.
Just you gotta lay off, man.
He is very thin-skinned.
All right, let's talk about D'Lo then. D'Lo over the last 7 games, 19.6 points per game.
We're not talking about
We're
D'Lo.
doing it. We're talking about him. We're talking about him.
We're not talking about
He's
D'Lo.
great,
Anyway, so
and I love
D'Lo.
him. 19.6 points per game, 7.6 assists, and 3 rebounds in the last 7 games. 3 turnovers per game as well, and they're bad. They usually go into the second or third row, which I think is impressive. If you're gonna do it,
You can
do
throw
it
it really
big.
far. It's
Like-
like the DeAndre Jordan video where
He
just
hucks it into the upper
from
deck.
half court into the upper deck.
I thought that was JaVale McGee.
This one
I'm
was
sure
last
he's
year
done
with
it
the
too.
Lakers. Like
Oh, that's right.
DeAndre
Yeah.
Jordan just like tried to throw an outlet pass and he threw it over the baseline on the other side.
So D'Lo does that sometimes. The vibe around D'Lo, it does feel notably better the last 7 games because the offensive firepower has been there. And it's a roller coaster high and roller coaster low. If this is the version of D'Lo we can get the rest of the season, the one that dives for balls and shoots and isn't that much of a liability on defense, but actually is, but at least tries hard and can shoot and can win games for us. Are we rocking with the guy? Do we extend him? How do we feel about this version of D'Lo? Can we count on this version of D'Lo?
When he's good, yeah, I like when he's good.
Yeah, I guess that's the question, huh? What a shitty question.
I just don't think.
God, this used to be my job, and I just blow at it.
I don't think he's actually like he set the bar really, really low, like the first 10 games. And so then he's been like fine. And he'll have like these bursts, like the fourth quarter. Like we wouldn't have won that game last night without D'Angelo Russell. I publicly acknowledged it so Jordan wouldn't cyberbully me.
Thank you. I appreciate fair and balanced stuff.
And like the play against Miami where he really like brought it on the defensive
when he
end.
blocked Jimmy Butler in the baby blue MSP jerseys.
That was a longer time ago. I'm talking about the one where he was guarding Max Strus and like shut him down. The diving on the floor for loose balls, like all that stuff is good. And that makes him like more palatable. I just don't think he's the right fit because like even when he does give a shit defensively, he's just like so physically limited that he's just him trying really hard gets him up to like a little below average defensively. And we can't count on him to bring it like that every night. And I just don't think that the offensive upside that he offers, even when he's good, is valuable enough on a team with Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels and Karl Anthony Towns compared to a guy that would bring it more often on the defensive end, a skill that the team is really lacking in the backcourt. Because also, I don't want to be too hard on D'Angelo Russell. The guards as a whole have done a really poor job containing the ball.
Yeah.
And that's like mitigated Rudy's value and all that stuff.
Which is what's maddening because like we've seen D'Lo do it, we've seen Ant do it. We're talking about what we talked about on the pod last week. We're like we've seen him do it, so do it more. Like you can do it. We've seen like frick, man.
There's just not a defensive complement like there was with Pat Bev.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Lakers are going to shop him, they say. So
I hate to break this to you, but it's like pretty mathematically impossible to get Pat Bev.
Mathematically impossible.
Like they would have to trade like Taurean Prince plus Jordan McLaughlin plus Naz Reid plus Jalen Noel just to get the math to work.
I don't see an issue with any of that. Let's just do it.
How many second round picks do they want? Because Tim Connolly will throw the book at the Lakers.
It's about like salary math. It's not about.
It's about this is the segment called How's the Vibes, not how is the math, right?
I don't want you building up all these vibes towards a thing that isn't possible.
I got nothing.
Same.
I was gonna wing it.
It was just filling the air.
This kind of feels like a Wolves game. We're just trailing out in the third quarter. We're gonna let flagrant howls come and take our lead now.
Are we still talking about D'Angelo?
What if it just cut into it?
Let's talk about. So should we talk about Wendell? Last thing of House of Vibes before we go into Jeopardy. Wendell Moore. I like him. I like a guy that tries hard. He's a new Josh Okogie.
Well, he's definitely not as good defensively as Josh Okogie. Josh Okogie is like 99th percentile, like as good as anyone in the world defensively. Wendell Moore stands out defensively on a team that starts Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell and brings Jalen Noel off the bench.
It's the theory of relativity, Brandon. It's looking pretty good. And then,
I do think that Wendell Moore, the thing I like the most about Wendell Moore is that he profiles as a role player, which I think is just something that the team is missing. Like he was pretty consistently the third and fourth best player on all those Duke teams. So he got really comfortable playing off the ball, but he's also like a decent secondary playmaker and he makes quick decisions and stuff like that.
It's crazy how we see just fundamental basketball. You go, this guy's awesome. It's very Minnesotan. Anything else we want to hit and how's the vibes?
Do you want to talk about Luka Garza?
Well, I would like to talk about the stat picking that we have on the, Luka's negative, he's minus 9 in 4 minutes or 3 minutes?
I don't know. Like just because I said one thing about minus, now I'm like plus minus.
No, it's not even you. It's the masses on Twitter that are calling, like taking shots at Luka Garza, but they won't admit that Wendell Moore had minus 13 in one less minute.
If anyone needs defending, it's a white man. Am I right? Durf's back at it.
I'm not saying that Luka Garza is not a capable NBA player or can't be a capable NBA player, but it was also like very apparent what the problem was for the 3 minutes that Luka Garza was on the floor. And it wasn't like he was just kind of like not really put in a position to succeed. Like he can't hold up defensively against a pick and roll
anyone
with Miles
really.
with Miles Turner on the floor. With anyone, much less like a guy who can like stretch the floor like Miles Turner. Similar to D'Angelo Russell, Luka is going to like he's very physically limited defensively. He's very, very slow.
But that's a big man.
But he's very big.
You can teach speed. He'll learn it.
I think he's like could be like a capable bit player. I think he's a good offensive player. I think he can play on that end. And I think you need to pick your matchups where he needs to be against either smaller lineups where even if they are picking on him on the defensive end, he's able to pick on them on the offensive end by being so big, or against like bigger plotting centers like Goga Badatse for the Pacers, the backup center for the Pacers. If his minutes had been lined up with him, I think they would have been much more effective because he's not going to stretch the floor like Miles Turner is. He's not as athletic. I don't think we would have like blown the doors off him in those minutes, but they probably wouldn't have been as big of a disaster as they were. It was basically like it wasn't a game, and then we put Luka Garza in, and then Miles Turner, like 4 possessions in a row, just like took him to the woodshed and scored like 10 points, and then it was a game.
Yeah, the reality of this situation is it's a guy who's barely played in the NBA, who is just developing his game, and you're putting him into a situation he's not set up for success. He's playing in it's a bad matchup. It's in the second quarter when the game actually matters. It's not like it's later in the game where whatever, and it's partially because of foul trouble and the situation. But
do you think that was like a Coach Finch, like, all right, guys, I know what I'm doing. Stop.
I think it was just it's Rudy's time, like Rudy's spot in the rotation was like he was like at a point where he was rotating out and Nas had 3 fouls and there was still like 10 minutes left in the second quarter or whatever. And it was kind of just like,
it's him or Nate Knight basically.
Yeah,
in that
Nas
scenario.
been getting a bad whistle. The Wolves just get a bad whistle.
yeah, Nas also fouls a lot.
Don't say that. Don't say that about my boy.
Like, I love Nas Reed, but man, does that guy foul.
Yeah.
Nas Reed leads the league in committing a foul and then throwing his hands up wondering why it was a foul.
You're saying that over Cat?
Way more than Cat. Actually, Jaren Jackson leads the league in that. Yeah. Nas is second.
I like Jaren Jackson Jr.
That's fine, but it's an observation.
I like Jaren Jackson.
He's like the most annoying player to watch.
What would you call him in the group chat?
Joel.
On the Grizzlies.
What about Dylan Brooks?
Okay, Dylan Brooks is the biggest bitch in the world, so.
Wow. Anything else? Durf, you're going to say something? Or should we move on to
No, I was just
Wolves
asking him to
Jeopardy?
say it. Say the word.
You said it. You know what I'm going to say? Everyone should buy Joe Mama salsa.
All right, I'm going to make my last 2 points.
Okay.
We got time. I'm going to make my last 2 points.
He wants to talk about it.
One,
ISO ball.
round robin. What do you think of the Wolves Twitter social media account? I want to know what's going on.
I'm very biased because I love Shabazz Khan and
Yeah.
his leadership. So I think it's not as good.
Okay.
I don't really pay that much attention to like official brand like Twitter accounts.
That's the way to do it, man. Like,
because they're mostly lame.
It's high highs and low lows. The Ultra Drip is great. I love that.
Ultra Drip, great bit.
Super great bit. I just don't like that. It's solely based on every time we lose, they tweet at the other team and tag them and say GGs. And it's a little weird. That's
cringe.
it. We can cut this part if you want.
No, let's talk about it. Let's go to like a larger marketing point. As some marketers, let's talk about it. Brands trying to be people is the stupidest thing. It's very Orwellian, and brands aren't your friend.
Do you know who set the market for that, or set
Was
the
it
whatever?
Wendy's?
It was Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's.
Wendy's is and it was solely them ripping people, and it was funny because it was like funny. You're just like a random fast food joint that nobody really goes to,
Yeah.
and you're just like taking shots at people, but it's overdone. It's weird.
Yeah. I like what the Pacers do. They'll like have like their like team play games, and it's like Tyrese Halliburton, the jaw thing like in his mouth trying to say words, and they have to guess what it is. That's what I want to see. I want to see the players that I watch have fun. I want to know
Yeah.
What's your favorite clothing brand? Why do you rock like ultra drip type stuff?
That's like our old strategy.
Or just
when
highlights
we were in
I just want to follow good Twitter accounts. Like Crunch Wears No Pants.
We have to do the Wolves Twitter draft again or something like that because we missed a lot of good folks as well. We miss a lot of stuff with the Wolves things draft. We missed at least 12 good things. Wolves Twitter draft, I feel very bad about it.
It's because of our full-time jobs getting in the way.
Yeah,
if we just quit those, that'd be fine.
Wolves things draft though. We got something brewing for the snubs. Don't you guys worry.
Can we just tell them? It's like the NIT.
It's the NIT.
All right. Let's talk about Joe Mama's salsa, baby. No one likes nasty ass gross salsa. That's why I got to go with Joe Mama's salsa. It's a locally owned salsa brand from River Falls, Wisconsin. They use locally sourced ingredients. I'm a big fan of the pineapple mango. They got mild and mediums and hots. They got the roasted garlic. These are primo flavors. I don't want to say the big brand names, but you eat them. They're salty. You eat them. They're salty. It hurts the side of your mouth. It tears it up. You're bleeding. You're like, what? Is it salsa or is it blood?
I think that's the chips, not that are tearing up the side of your mouth, not the salsa.
Well, either way, Joe Mama's
when my salsa is sharp.
Joe Mama's salsa is not sharp. It's like it's a little bit more on the liquidy side, but still. What's that word that starts with a C? What's that word that starts with a C?
Can think of a couple.
I don't know, but what's that word?
Creamy?
No, it's not creamy.
Coercive?
No, it's not coercive.
Are you talking about viscosity? It's very viscous.
What can you describe viscous to me?
Resistance to flow.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, having a thick or sticky consistency. It's like a thick salsa. It's chunky and it's yummy, and you should get it.
Yeah, it's not pasty, is what I think. Is
or it's not just like ketchupy.
It's
not ketchupy.
With
it's more running than ketchup.
with a C.
Big brand salsas have like a paste to it where it's like this chunks and then it's this thick.
This is 2 episodes in a row where I've just butchered the episode, but whatever. Joe Mama salsa is super crazy, very, very, very delicious. You can cop yours at Cub or Hy-Vee. Get it cracking. Wolves Jeopardy, baby. Why am I doing that, Brandon?
Jally just bumped his mic into mine. All right, it's time for America's favorite game, Wolves Jeopardy. I am your host, Brandon Trebek.
I thought that's funny.
You thought that was funny?
I thought Family Feud was America's favorite game.
Well,
this is America's
favorite game is whatever game Crunch Wears No Pants is.
Okay, I love it. Wolves Jeopardy, baby.
So you guys all know the rules of Jeopardy. There are 5 categories, 5 questions each worth an ascending amount of points, 100, 200, 500, so on. The daily double, if you land on that, you get to bet however many of your current points you have. And if you get the question right, you get that amount of points added to your score.
I'm stressed with having no visual for Jeopardy.
I'll tell you the categories. You'll be fine. If you get the question, if you buzz in and get the question correct, you get the points. If you buzz in and get the question wrong, you lose the points. If someone else buzzes in, gets it wrong, you do have a chance to answer as well.
I'm so worried and scared.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Gentlemen, the categories are jersey numbers, lottery picks,
oh God,
Nas Reed, where are they now, and awards and records.
Fun.
This is neat.
All right, who wants the board first?
We're doing the random generator number thing.
You just have to choose it's just who gets to choose the category first.
Durf can go first.
I'll take it. I'll take it. We're gonna do Nas Reed.
Nas Reed for how much?
For 300.
Nas Reed for 300. Gentlemen, we'll do the same thing we did with Family Feud. Just buzz in. Bzz. All right. Oh, and also you have to answer in the form of a question. These are Jeopardy rules.
Is this our buzzer? We both have our hand on something.
Yeah.
Okay, question 1. The category is Nas Reed for 300. The college that Nas Reed attended.
Bzz. LSU.
Durf
That's right.
is
Dang it, I forgot
correct.
about that.
All right, Durf, the board is yours.
So 300's gone. I can
Yep.
choose from it. Nas Reed for 100.
Nas Reed for 100.
Ooh.
All right. Nas Reed.
Jordan.
Jordan.
What is Nas Reed?
What is Nas Reed?
Dang
Is
it.
correct.
Circling back, what is LSU?
Oh yeah, we bit.
That's
well,
fine.
yeah,
He
it was the
he
first
can have
one.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a practice round, but also it counts.
All right, Jordan, the
Yeah.
board is yours.
Jersey numbers for the biggest amount of money.
Jersey numbers for 500. All right, the jersey number worn by Jarrett Culver.
23. What is 23? Oh no,
Derp buzzed in.
What
God
is 23?
You gotta buzz in, dude.
Oh no!
That is correct.
What a critical mistake.
Durf, the board is yours.
Wait, also R.I.P. Alex Trebek. We didn't say this at the top.
Oh, yes.
R.I.P. Let's keep going with Nas.
How much money
Reed.
does
200.
Durf have?
The score is 800 to 100 right now.
That's not insurmountable.
All right. You had Nas Reed for
200.
200. Nas Reed played in this famous high school all-star game.
Bzz, Jelly Boy. What is the McDonald's All-American All-Star Game?
Correct.
I have a Corey Maggette All-American McDonald's jersey, and I wore it to 8th grade. And my friend Julio said, "Why are you wearing a McDonald's jersey?" And me and Julio weren't friends anymore. I took it very personally.
Classic Julio.
I liked him.
All right.
I should reach
That's
out.
a real bummer. If you're listening to this pod, Julio,
I don't think he is.
send a DM.
All right, Jally, the board is yours.
Jersey numbers for the second highest amount of
Jersey
money.
numbers for 400. The jersey number worn by Greg Monroe.
Bzz, 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 Jelly Boy McGee.
Jally,
What is 55?
that is correct.
I hate you forever.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
All right, Jally, board is still yours.
What is jersey numbers for the third highest amount of money?
You don't have to choose the category in the form of a question.
Oh,
What? No, I think he's actually wondering. He doesn't
No.
know how much
Oh,
it is.
yes.
All right, jersey numbers for 300. The jersey number worn by Kevin Love.
bang.
Jally,
How is 42?
that is correct. Jally, the board is yours. He's on a little roll here,
Yeah.
Nerf.
Are there any more in jersey numbers?
What verse? There's jersey numbers for 100 and 200.
Both. 200.
Jersey numbers for 200. The jersey number worn by Taj Gibson.
Blow, blow.
Jally,
Why is 67?
67 is correct.
I'm so good at jersey numbers, dude. I'm making you look like a
No,
scum.
he's just buzzing in and then thinking about the question.
That's what people on Jeopardy do.
understand.
All right. I'm guessing you're going to take jersey numbers for 100.
Give me that.
All right.
Give me that.
All right. Gentlemen, the jersey number worn by Andrew Wiggins.
Boom.
Jordan.
He's thinking.
You're gonna run
He's
out of
thinking.
time.
22.
Correct. Jally had a nice little run in that category.
We don't need a score update.
All right. Jally, do you want an update on what the available categories are?
Nope, I took notes.
Oh, okay.
Nas Reed for the big boy amount.
Nas Reed for 500.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Nas Reed's career high in scoring.
Bzzzt.
Durf,
27.
that is incorrect. Jally, do you care to venture a guess?
Pass.
Jally passes. That was a big loss for you, Durf. The correct answer, what is 29?
Oh, when was it? Do we know?
It was last season against the Thunder.
That's right. Nas Reed.
Nas Reed. All right. Jally, the board is still yours.
Awards and records for 300.
Awards and records for
I
300.
just got nervous.
He
You
holds
got something to lose.
He holds the Wolves record for assists in a single season.
Bzzzt. Ricky Rubio.
You need to answer in the form of a question.
What is Ricky Rubio?
That is wrong.
That's real insult to injury. Hey, can you answer incorrectly? Right?
Jally,
Kienes. Chauncey Billups.
that is incorrect.
Oh, I really thought that would be it. Who is it?
It is Pooh Richardson.
Damn it. That doesn't count. We weren't born yet. What year did that happen?
I don't know.
This guy doesn't even research his own game.
I need to. My spreadsheet isn't.
You should know all the nuance.
My spreadsheet
facts
isn't. My
about
spreadsheet isn't constructed for both of you to get the question wrong. All right,
You know who you're talking to?
Jally, the board is still yours.
Give me lottery picks for 400. How much money do I have?
The score right now is 1,300 to 0. Turf lost 500 on the Nas Reed one.
This is gonna end with one of us winning with
All of the
a
points.
smaller negative number.
Okay, so you said
Lottery picks for 400.
For 400?
I don't know. Something.
lottery
in that.
picks for 400.
Yeah.
This player was drafted 4th overall by the Wolves in 2010.
Buzz.
Durf.
Unbuzz.
Wait.
4.
I think
3,
I'll just take it. Buzz.
2.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Well, you buzzed in.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to get it.
Okay, so you got it wrong there.
Buzz. Who
All
is
right.
Wes Johnson?
Wesley Johnson is correct.
I buzzed because
Yes.
I was going to say Derek Williams, but I knew immediately he was the 2nd overall pick, not the 4th.
That's incorrect. Jally, the board is still yours.
I'm the board man.
The board man gets paid.
Where are they now for 100?
Where
Let's test
are
it
they
out.
now for 100?
Where Are You Now by Justin Bieber and Jack U.
Where are you now that I need you? All right.
Yes.
Josh Okogie's current team.
Yes, it's me.
Jally.
He is now number 2 for the Phoenix Suns.
That's a lot more information than you needed, but okay. That is correct.
Sick.
The
Do
board
it
is
again.
yours. So, where are they now for 200?
Yes, sir.
Gorgie Jang's current team.
Bzz.
Oh, we just played them, didn't
Durf.
I want to say the Spurs.
Please answer in the form of a question.
God damn it. What is the Spurs?
That is correct.
we? Who is Gamora? Why is Gamora?
All right, Durf, the board is yours.
Where are they now? Highest remaining number.
Highest remaining number.
Yes.
Where are they now for 500? Jarrett Culver's current team. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody.
I
Jarrett
forgot.
Culver plays for the Atlanta Hawks.
That's right.
He's
He
been
got some
playing.
time.
He's been playing lately.
Yeah.
He's been playing all
I
right.
honestly didn't know. I thought he might not be on a team right
He's on
now.
a 2-way contract with
Okay.
the Hawks.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm really
boy.
glad we let that one slide.
All right,
Yeah.
Durf, it's still your board.
Where are they now for? What are the remaining numbers?
3 and 400.
We'll do 300.
300. Gentlemen, James Johnson's current team.
Bzz. Pacers.
Durf.
What is the Pacers? What? I can't understand
correct.
that.
You're lucky that we're lifelong friends.
We're so
Otherwise,
forgiving.
Yeah.
Also, you're beating me by 2,000 right now.
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's close.
It's
What do you-
1,800 to 100.
I thought it was.
Yeah, no, I was in the negative
Durf's got
before.
some negatives.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, I can start playing
I'm
again.
not a smart boy.
All right.
What? No, don't say
Board
that
is
about my
still
friend.
yours, Durf.
400.
Where are they
Same.
now for 400? It's the Daily Double.
Ding 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 ding.
Which
All of it. I'm
doesn't
wagering all
really
of it.
make any sense because he has less than $400.
That's the max.
So
That's
you're
the cap.
wagering your whole 100.
Can I
on
take out a loan? Is
All
there
right.
a Brandon Bank I can
I have
take
a
out?
feeling Durf is about to lose all of his points. Juancho Hernan Gomez's current team. You don't get to answer this one
Oh, I
because
don't?
it's the Daily Double.
I don't know how it works.
5.
Wait, so I wager 100.
Yeah.
Okay. Or I guess I don't have to
5,
tell you.
4,
I'm going to say
3, 2,
the Nets.
1. Form of a question.
What
it's
is the
wrong,
Nets?
but
Okay.
form of a question.
I don't know the answer. Who is the Nets?
It's not the Nets. The answer is the Toronto Raptors. All right. Where are they now is off the board.
Bye. Wait, do we still have jersey numbers?
There
No.
is still jersey numbers are done. The categories
Sad.
remaining. There is Nas Reed for 400, lottery picks for 1, 2, 3, and 500, and awards and records for 1, 2, 4, and 500.
Whose board is it?
The board is Derp's.
Where are they now for the
Where are
low?
they now is gone.
I still want to do it. Come up with a question. Jersey numbers.
Jersey numbers. Jersey numbers is also gone.
All right. I don't want to play anymore.
It's lottery picks, Nas Reed, or awards and records.
All right. Where are the jersey numbers now? Nas Reed.
Nas Reed for 400.
Sure.
Nas Reed's middle name.
Oh, I've seen it on Twitter all the time. Could I Google it?
No.
Can I cheat?
3,
Nobody's
2,
answering this one.
1.
You're gonna say I'm gonna be so mad.
Nasrian Hilton Reed.
Hilton.
I knew it was Hilton. 'Cause
I knew
would
it was
think of T.Y.
Nasrian.
Hilton. I always think of T.Y. Hilton. I go, hey, underrated receiver.
Yeah.
Wait, did he shoot someone? No, that was Marvin Harrison. Wait, did he shoot?
No, he didn't.
I don't think so.
I thought there was a scuffle.
Plaxico Burris?
No, he shot himself.
Yeah, that's someone.
That's true. I thought Marvin Harrison got into a little scuffle.
I don't think so. You're really
This
dragging Marvin Harrison's name through the mud.
We're a Colts pod now.
Yeah,
Yes.
ex-NFL star caught on video attacking a pedestrian with a bat. So
Not shooting someone.
it's not. No, there's also a Marvin Harrison gun case, 2010.
Okay.
Is it junior or senior?
I'm glad you figured that out.
Yeah, this is an Indianapolis Colts podcast.
You cracked the case. All right, Derp, the board is still yours. It's lottery picks
I hate
or
this game
awards
so
and
much.
records.
I hate this game.
I hate that game.
You know I hate that game. I'm not gonna pay.
I should have lied.
Oh man. I think you should Naz read. I mean, I'll take Naz read for. I know.
I'm gonna hate editing this.
it's
Turf
gonna
is
suck.
off the rails right now.
I have nothing to play for.
Is that true?
Okay,
Dignity.
you do need to remind me what's left.
Lottery picks and awards and records.
You didn't take notes
Why would I be taking notes?
because we're
This
listening.
is the issue that you said to begin with. We don't have anything visually.
Well, you need to pick a
Brandon,
category.
we want you to pick now.
Yeah, lottery picks.
Lottery picks for how much?
Lowest remaining number.
100. Lottery picks for 100. This player was drafted 2nd overall by the Wolves in 2011. For fuck's sake, Derp. You said this guy's name earlier.
I was even I was like, you can have it.
Derp.
Derek Williams.
You got it.
What is
Answer
Derek
the
Williams? I hate this podcast and I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Okay. All right, Derp, the board is yours. You want lottery picks for
I love
200?
how Beck's looking at the answers and he's like, how don't you remember this? Well, you're also trying to think of answers that you
said
don't
Derek
know.
Williams. You said he was second overall. You
That's
literally
not what I said. I said what's remaining.
Yeah, but you.
That's what I'm looking
But
at.
you literally said the last one. You said I was gonna say Derek Williams, but then I was like, I know he was 2nd overall.
I know that. I'm talking about the remaining numbers. Continue.
All right. Do you want lottery picks for 200?
Yes, I will take lottery picks for 200.
This player was drafted 5th overall by the Wolves in 1995.
Oh, geez. Bang, bang, bang. Kevin. Who is that guy? Kevin Garnett.
That is correct. Kevin, who is that guy, Garnett? Jolly, the board is yours.
I want awards and records for the big boy.
awards and records for 500.
Yes.
He holds the Wolves record for steals in a single season.
Bang.
Jolly.
They say that was
5,
Anthony Peeler, question mark.
4.
Anthony Peeler is incorrect.
Oh, shit.
Derp, you need to start making a run. 5, 4, 3.
Anthony Peeler.
No, he said Anthony Peeler.
I know.
All right. We're going to call. You're not answering?
Yeah.
The correct answer was Ricky Rubio.
Really? My guy.
Yeah.
Shoot.
All right.
How many do you have?
I don't know. I just put the answers on here.
Okay, is it my board? No, it's Durf's board again.
No, it's your
Why,
board.
I didn't get the.
Oh,
answer.
yeah. Awards and record. No, Nas Reed for whatever's left.
Nas
of
Reed's
Reed.
gone.
Okay, shit.
Guys.
I didn't hear that. Lottery picks for the big one.
Lottery picks for 500. This player was drafted 7th overall by the Wolves in 2007.
2007. That gives us bang. It's
Jolly.
me. No. It was no 2007. OJ Mayo, and we traded him.
That wasn't a question, and it was also wrong.
That is demoralizing.
Yeah, like I said, it's,
I thought it was OJ Mayo.
Beck has the answers and everything in front of him, and he's like, "Oh, you stupid idiot! You don't. You can't even remember all this stuff."
No, you're just not following the rule. Like you,
2007.
Durf, you're gonna answer. 4,
Think about
3,
freshman year of high school.
2,
I don't know.
1.
Who was it?
The correct answer was Corey Brewer.
Dang it.
All right, Jolly, the board is still yours.
I want to acknowledge Jally's not getting a countdown when he's getting time, and he's like, "Oh,
I want a redemption at the lottery pick with 400.
Well, that one's already gone.
How about 300?
Lottery picks for 300 is the last one.
Let me have it.
This
Give me
player was drafted 13th overall by the Wolves in 2014.
Me. No. Shit.
Jolly is in.
2014.
3.
We drafted.
2,
Oh, that was not that far.
1.
It was Shabazz. No, it wasn't. Was it
Is
Shabazz
in-
Muhammad?
Shabazz Muhammad is incorrect. That wasn't the 4-book question, too. Was it Shabazz Muhammad? No, Shabazz Muhammad is incorrect.
14.
Durf, are you going to come in with a guess
Oh,
here?
good God, I can't think of who's 2014.
We were so busy with Bethel Babes.
3, 2, 1. Also, 2007 was not freshman year of college.
I said high school.
Oh.
This
But that
doesn't-
also was that freshman year of high school?
I don't even know what's
No, I
going
think
on
it was
anymore.
The correct answer was Zach LaVine.
Dang it. Shabazz was like 2009, right? I was way off.
Shabazz was. Oh no, that was Kevin Love. I was gonna say we got Shabazz we traded Trey Burke for him, so we didn't technically draft Shabazz.
Shoot. It was, I was going to say 90. I was like, oh, that was 93. But that's when he was born.
All right,
It was 2013, so I was close. But
All
also, you're right.
Jolly, the board is yours.
Give me that awards and records for whatever's left. What's the score? It's not good.
It's so bad.
It is. The score is 400 to 100.
Hey,
Hey,
not answering.
We got ourselves
It's
a
a really
game.
good strategy.
And so we have awards and records for 100, 200, and 400. left.
400.
Awards and records for 400.
I'm a game player, baby.
He won the NBA's Most Improved Player Award in 2011.
Oh, gosh. Wait.
5,
Oh, my
4,
God.
3.
It's me. Hi,
2,
Jordan.
1.
Who is Kevin Love?
Kevin Love is
Yeah,
correct.
nice.
Well, I was saying, hang on now.
No, go on.
That was a big
What
one.
were we going to say?
I was just gonna say, that's like we have 4 seconds to think of something.
This is how Jeopardy works.
Yeah, but not Wolves Jeopardy. You get at least 3 minutes per answer.
Awards.
You guys, the problem is you guys just sit there in silence while you think of answers.
There's background music on the audio.
Yeah.
Awards and records for 300.
That's gone.
200.
100 or 200.
Okay, 200.
Wolves Jeopardy has been a disaster.
I kind of was worried about
Cut
it.
the whole segment.
All right. Well, awards and records for 200. He holds the Wolves record for missed field goals in a single season.
Oh, that's a 200 one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's
Think about guys who missed a lot of shots.
it's Jordan. I'm ready to talk.
Okay.
It was Michael Oliver Candy?
Incorrect. Durf, you guys can start getting some
I know.
points.
Well, do I? Who
Oh,
is
sad.
who is Ricky Rubio?
Incorrect. The correct answer was Andrew Wiggins.
Oh,
Actually,
I
was-
thought it'd be like
I was gonna say.
I thought it was
Wiggins.
Michael Oliver Candy just biffing 2-footers
All right.
in the best season in team history.
Awards and records for 100.
Give it
the
to me.
last question.
What's the
before-
score?
I can't. It's mathematically eliminated.
The
at this
score
point.
is 600 to negative 100.
Okay, but can this one be worth 800? Please,
You can give
just- if I get it.
You can get this one, Derv. The Wolves' all-time leader in triple doubles.
Bang, me.
Buzz in,
I buzzed in. It's,
Jelly.
I think it's who is Kevin Garnett?
Kevin Garnett is correct.
I would have buzzed in, but I thought Jally was just going to let me answer it since it doesn't matter if he
My
gets it right or
chivalrous
wrong.
days are over, Durf.
All right, well, we're heading to Final Jeopardy.
Oh God, there's more.
We're heading to Final Jeopardy.
The audience
And
already knows I'm an idiot. I want this to be done.
The score is 700 to negative 100.
Hey, in golf, that'd be a really good score.
I don't even know how Final Jeopardy works when you have negative points.
Can I?
Does it double? I go further back.
I proposition. How much do I have?
Can
You
you
have
loan me? I'll
700.
Venmo you.
I'll
Venmo you.
I'm gonna lend Durf $400. So I have $300.
I just made money on this game.
So Durf is now ahead 400 to 300.
No, he's negative 100.
Oh, yeah, it's 300 to 300.
Yeah, it's a tie game.
All right. Just like pick how much you wager in your head, I guess.
300.
How much you're gonna wager, Jelly?
Let's just say whoever gets the last question wins.
Okay, no more games. We're going back to
This
bits.
is real. I'm gonna try now.
This player was acquired in a trade for Jeff Teague and Trevion Graham.
I just.
Buzz James
Sure.
Johnson.
That is incorrect.
Oh, I just saw this.
The answer is Alan Crabb, and Wolves Jeopardy is over.
We're so dumb.
okay.
This shit was a disaster.
It was so bad.
I blame the host.
It was so bad. Should we go into bonus segment or random wolf of the week?
Wow.
Okay. We're gonna do the random wolf of the week presented by Tornado Jolly DJ and Audio Services. Book them today, jordan-alamat.com/wedding-dj. It's a horrible URL. It was only made for digital purposes, not for ad reads. All right, random wolf of the week, babies. I'm gonna give clues, and these two are gonna guess. And it's going to be a hoot and a half and way more successful than Wolves Jeopardy. Clue.
Do we get our random?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dante Cunningham.
Wait, I forgot who I picked.
Wait, do you have the hints, but you don't have the guy?
No way. Just Google it quick. Google the things.
Hang on.
Yeah, do some.
I forgot who I picked.
Okay, cut this segment for it.
Who was traded?
Man, I really hope it's Dante Cunningham.
Yes, I remember now. Okay.
Is it Dante Cunningham?
No, it was
Shoot.
not. Clue number 1. He was drafted in 2008.
Who is it?
He's drafted in,
I was trying to see.
drafted in 2008.
I almost said it. Brandon's got willpower. The way he doesn't fall for that. Who was drafted in 2008, Brandon? I thought you were the guy that knew everything.
I am going to.
He was drafted, but go ahead.
You didn't have to be drafted by the
by
Wolves,
us.
is the
No.
thing.
Great call out.
Greg Monroe.
No, that's too.
I'm not.
Early.
That's not an answer.
That's too
Is it?
early for Greg Monroe. I don't know. We just got to throw a guess out
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
throw it.
just
Ramon Sessions.
No. Clue number 2. He played 47 games for your Minnesota Timberwolves in 2016-2017, where he averaged a sexy 4.2 points per game, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist in 22 minutes per game. It was also his last year in the league.
No, that's too early. I was going to say Tayshaun Prince.
Nope.
No,
Um,
but I didn't
who
guess it.
is
That's a
Yes.
freebie for you.
Oh,
I can't think of his name.
Damjan Rudez.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Damjan Rudez?
No, it's not. Clue number 3. He's an NBA champion. He was on the Warriors championship team in 2015.
2015
Think about
Warriors champions. I keep wanting to say
5,
Believe
4,
that.
No, we don't
3,
have that.
no, we don't. We're not timed on this one.
5, 4. He's got a stroke of genius.
Wait, so he came to the Wolves. It's Brandon Rush.
It is
Oh,
Brandon
yeah,
Rush,
good call,
baby.
good
Good work, Brandon. I picked it because it has the same name as you.
Is it spelled the same way?
It is.
O-N?
It is an
Wow.
O-N.
Brandon.
Clue number 4 was in 2011. He was traded for 1-for-1 with future random wolf of the week, Lou Amundsen. And then clue number 5, he was a Kansas Jayhawk for 3 seasons and was a Wooden Award All-American winner in 2007, 2008. So that is random wolf of the week. Guys, no more games. No more games.
I think Family Feud went really well, and I
don't
think
know.
Wolves Jeopardy did not.
I think it's time for the bonus segment.
Bonus segment, bonus segment.
It's going to save the trajectory of our audio recording.
Yeah, except this is going to be a
This
whole
is
new
bonus
episode.
segment?
Yeah. Well, we don't. Maybe I'll tack it at the end. A little true bonus segment. No, it's not. It's gonna be a separate one. The bonus segment today is the Star Wars draft. This was a bit I did on TikTok, and then the Denver Nuggets and Lucasfilm stole it and did it with DeAndre Jordan. We're gonna pick a starting 5 of Star Wars characters and a head coach. Are you gonna make a randomizer for the draft, Brandon, for the draft order?
I didn't prep one, so.
Okay. Well, I think
no, I have
I have a number behind my back.
yeah,
It's
that,
also
that
in the
doesn't
mix.
work.
Yeah, because it would benefit you.
Okay,
No,
guys.
I have a number behind my back.
Let's do-
You got. I have a number between 1 and 3.
Oh, and then the loser will. Okay.
You guys guess it. If like
Yes.
Jolly guesses it, and then Durf guesses it, and
What's
then
the
I get the
special
one
number?
that's left. It's a number between 1 and 3.
Can we do who was the worst at Family Feud gets the first
Yeah,
pick?
let's go Durf, Brandon, me. Let's just do that.
Okay.
And I'm fine with the wraparound pick.
Oh, perfect. All right, with the first overall.
So it just meant it's 5. It's 5.
It's a
starting
point
5
guard. Yeah, starting 5.
and
Yeah.
a coach.
Yeah,
no
and a
six
coach.
no
man.
6-man.
Do we want a 6-man?
I don't think we need a 6.
I don't think we need a 6-man.
We could do
It's a
6-man.
galaxy far, far away. They have great endurance.
Yeah.
They fought a consistent war.
Yeah,
For
and
7 seasons of television.
And we don't know what the atmosphere is
Yeah.
like in the different places.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, so rule setting. We're keeping it to live action appearances. We're not going to dig into the animated shows. We're not going to dig into
real trouble with that.
Yeah, we're not going to dig into the books or the comics. Brandon and I can't be like, we're going to take Abeloth, the most powerful 4-star being from Legends. No, it has to be like, I'm going to take Luke Skywalker.
I'd be taking Bendu, the 80-foot tall man.
Bendu, it would be a great center. But no. Okay. So, Durf, start us off with the Star Wars draft. I know how much you love being nerdy.
I adore it. The first overall pick is going with an easy Cassian Andor at the point guard.
Wow. Talk to us about that pick.
It's clear and concise. He's a great leader. He's twitchy.
He's scrappy.
He's scrappy. He knows what he's doing. He can get himself out of any tricky situation.
He is
My
elusive.
guy, Cassian Andor,
Couldn't
leads
get
the
himself
team.
out of any tricky situation.
Well, spoiler alert. Shoot, I haven't seen that movie yet.
He died on a planet. The city was blown up.
Yeah, but he also saved the galaxy. So
he
That's true.
sacrifices for the team.
if he dies on
He
the
does.
court to win the championship, I'm fine
He's a
with it.
team player. He knows. Oh, that,
Yeah.
reminded me of a person that I did not have on my list. Great pick. Cassian Andor going first overall.
I was not prepared for
I
that.
thought this would be a value pick, but
Well,
no.
which is just really exciting for me because I'm very excited with who I get to take now as the second overall pick, who is the actual obvious first overall pick. Gentlemen, I am taking Darth Vader to play the power forward.
He's how tall is he?
I had him as a power forward as well.
I don't know, like he was
He's like six. He's 6'11". Right?
yeah,
I-
he's a big dude. He's intimidating. And he's just like he's gonna like go in there like he's gonna set great screens for me. He can shoot. He's gonna choke the enemy.
The blocks are incredible.
Yeah.
I did look up a graphic, and he was the third tallest in that universe that I could find. So.
Smart.
Yeah.
So
And I
Anakin
think-
was 6'8", Darth Vader. No, sorry, Anakin was 6'2", Vader 6'8".
Because he got the robot.
He got the
legs.
robot legs.
So
He got
yeah,
the
and
robot
I have him
legs.
at the power forward instead of the center because I think he's a little more mobile than some of the
Yes.
guys who will probably be playing center for me.
Mhm.
I'm surprised. I thought Darth Vader was going to be the first overall pick. I'm
No.
really happy with that.
Andor sweep. He's for the Critics' Choice Awards and the Emmys. Durf's buying it. Andor best show of the year, by the way. Sorry, Better Call Saul. I don't know. For my picks, I get the wraparound right.
You get the wraparound.
So this guy comes in standing a whopping
I
7'5".
know he's taking.
Yeah.
I know who you're taking.
Chewbacca is my center.
Easy choice, but I have a counter to your Chewbacca.
Okay, go on.
We'll wait till my pick.
Okay, you're right. And then my second overall pick. Hang on, let me get my draft board going. For my, hang on, let me look at this. This is stressful. Jordan, edit this in post, bro. I want.
You had to be prepared for the
No,
fourth pick of the
you know,
draft.
I guess for my point guard, well, there's so many ways you can go. I think for my point guard, I need someone who's inspiring. I need someone that can make connections. She spent some time as Fulcrum. She is very athletic.
This is a
She
great
is
pick.
scrappy. Ahsoka Tano from, I guess, Mandalorian, and for keeping it
Yeah.
to live action, season 2, episode 5, The Jedi.
It's good that she
Yeah.
snuck into the live action. She's
Yeah.
also in Book of Boba Fett.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Not the best show of the year.
Confounding experience. I've said this in the group chat. First 2 episodes, I really liked Boba Fett, being a Tusken Raider. Next 2, some of the worst garbage I've ever seen. The next 2, it's The Mandalorian. And then the season finale sucked. I was like, what happened? But yeah, Ahsoka Tano, again, great leadership, connections, can be very team first. Again,
Good pick.
very athletic. So
She's a shooting guard for me, but
I'm just glad she's on the board. She's my favorite character.
Yeah, that was a good pick. I had her high on the board.
What's your counter to my Chewie here, Brandon?
Well, so you're gonna have Chewbacca. I need someone who can match up with Chewbacca at the center position. I'm gonna have the most intimidating front court in the league. Taking Black Chrysanthemum.
Oh my God, great choice.
So good luck scoring in the paint.
Okay, so
Darth Vader and Black Chrysanthemum looming.
again, talking about Book of Boba Fett, Black Chrysanthemum was the other Wookiee in the show who was a comics character who made the transition to live action. I was very stoked about it. I'm very sad the show blew, but yeah, so Wookiee on Wookiee matchup,
Yeah.
strong.
Derf's gonna have to play some sort of like small ball center thing to stretch us out.
I have
We'll
my
see.
pick. Since there's a run on centers, I'm taking mine, and mine is General Grievous.
Dang it, that's just a great pick.
He's
7'1".
He's comparable in height, and he's got those additional limbs, right? So
Yep.
competitive advantage.
Imagine-
But he might struggle with a little bit of endurance. He's got the heavy breathing.
Yeah.
He's
It never
kinda
stopped him
like
from
got
running or
asthma.
jumping. He jumped into space and it was fine.
Yeah, because he's part robot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, imagine he might have handles with those 4 arms. Like, if he can
He's
do this with the
definitely-
lightsabers.
he's gonna double triple a
Yeah,
lot.
no, but like seriously, imagine like trying to guard a crossover and he's got 3 hands
Yes.
it could be going to. It's like he could be stepping through, he could be stepping back, and he's got
It's
hands in both spots.
General Grievous is bull. We should, as we go through the draft from here on out, we should try and do an NBA comp to our players. So General Grievous, I think, is
Sure, Bull, take
the
it.
future of Bobo. I'm spitting all over you. I've also
Yeah, it's
realized.
fine.
Okay.
I'm
So Black Chrysanthemum, he is Jonas Valanciunas.
That's genius.
Cassian Andor,
And Darth Vader
Ricky
is Darth
Rubio.
Vader is Zion Williamson.
Yeah,
Cassian Andor, Ricky Rubio.
that's perfect. And yeah, that's great on so many.
Oh my
Jordan was going to take it there.
Classic. The woke guy. Brandon, your pick. No, it's Durf. It's double.
wraparound.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I wasn't prepared for this. I'm gonna take. Oh man. I'm gonna take my coach. No.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take my coach. My coach is Luthen.
Hot pick from again. Andor.
That's the guy.
Durf is just pandering to the Andor crowd.
It's maybe, but also the most inspiring man. He can lead your team. He can do the dirty. He can do the dirty.
He can do the dirty.
Yeah, he probably can.
Don't let him go near the Jimmy's dips.
This guy's maybe more of the Tibbs era coach, but he's gonna motivate you and get it done.
I burned my life for a play I'll never see. I spit again. I'm sorry.
But the one problem with Luthen is like if you turn it over, he might just ask someone else on the team to murder you.
I said, Tibbs coach.
All right, now it's back to me.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to break Jordan
Oh,
Allen's
he's gonna
heart.
take Kylo Ren.
My small forward.
That's a great pick. He's 6'1".
I love that we have him at the same
Kylo
position.
Ren.
I had him as a small forward too.
I'm just building the biggest, burliest, like just beat you over the head team.
I'm curious to hear your Kylo Ren rationale because I have one because he's obviously on my big board as my favorite
Kylo Ren.
character.
I mean, I think he's a smaller Darth Vader. I think, like I said, my team is all about like I want to be like big, physically imposing, intimidating. I view Kylo Ren as kind of like a souped up Jay Crowder type. You know, like he's probably a little more consistent than Jay Crowder, but he's big and strong and he's going to bully guys on the defensive end.
Mm-hmm. I like that because you think about like the prequel trilogy, right? The lightsaber moves were so like smooth because they had training.
Yeah.
Kylo had no training. There were no teachers. So he's just really like brawny and just, That's
exactly.
a great pick.
So I've got some strategy here because I think I'm lacking a little bit of offense right now, but nobody's getting to the rim on my team.
Well, oh, that's right. Sorry. I'm going to also be a defensive person. That's a great pick, Brandon. I'm going to take for my shooting guard. I need some defense. I want a Pat Bev equivalent. And I think a Pat Bev equivalent in the Star Wars universe is Boba Fett.
Oh, that's not who I have a Pat Bev equivalent that I'm waffling on.
Well, I can't wait to hear it maybe. But, Boba Fett, defensive, great bounty hunter. He can hunt you down. He's going to hunt you on defense, maybe on offense. I think he's just it's a stronghold for me in the backcourt. And then for my other wraparound pick, oh boy. I'm going to take my power forward. I'm going to take K2SO from Rogue One.
I had K2SO as a possible power forward too.
There's not much height left on the board. K2SO is a droid.
I had him as a center because I thought he was maybe a little less mobile than your typical power forward might be. But
yeah, he's 7'1", so
yeah.
I'm a smidge concerned. But again, I need a guy that can bang around in the post.
You could even do like the cat Bando thing with Chewbacca, where it's like K2SO is going to match up on like the big, slow, plotting center, but he'll play more of like a power forward on offense type of thing.
Mm-hmm. I can't think of a good NBA comp though.
Like he's kind of just like a big stiff. Like there's lots of
Go
big
on.
Ivica Zubats.
Wow, a lot of Zubats love. Okay, so those are my picks. We're back to Brandon, right?
Yes, it's back to me. All right, so I am going to now. Not many women so far taken in this draft.
Don't.
And I'm going to get my shooting guard. Now I'm going for the offense.
Okay.
She's a little bit smaller, but she's a tremendous athlete, and there's going to be a lot of chemistry with Kylo Ren on the floor.
Oh,
okay.
Rey Skywalker
Nice.
is my shooting guard.
I had her as point.
I had her as a combo guard, but I have someone else in mind for point guard. I have a couple ways I can go with that. But I wanted to make sure I got Rey for that Kylo Rey chemistry.
Great chemistry. Also, I hate when people say like she's a Mary Sue. She was on she was scavenging since she was 6 years old on Jakku. So she's, has hunter-gatherer mentality. She can survive. And also she's climbing through old Imperial starships. She's very athletic. That's a great pick, Brandon. You didn't take there's someone I thought you were going to take. I was very scared.
You thought I was going to take someone with chemistry with Darth Vader?
Stop. Durf.
All right.
Why would you blow that for me?
I'm probably not going to take it. Take who you're thinking of. I'm gonna take
Bix.
I'm gonna take for my power forward. I'm gonna take Jar Jar Binks.
This is a good
Jar
pick.
Jar Binks is a good one. That was, if we did a sixth man, Jar Jar Binks was going to be my sixth man.
He's surprisingly high on the big board.
Super athletic.
He's super athletic. He can hold his own. He's kind of lanky, but he's kind of. I think he's not the height, but my comp is Boban.
Okay,
I think
wait, no.
I think he's.
Wait,
who's your?
I have a comp. Is he Cat?
No.
He
might be.
He's big and clumsy.
Cat might be Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah,
my
I could
lord.
definitely see it.
I don't know if Jar Jar's got like the natural shooting ability that Cat does, but
He throws all those balls and
I can definitely see them like lumbering around and throwing the over their head passes.
No.
And the general goofiness.
Just like the clumsiness.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's a great pick.
He doesn't have that like I think I'm badass kind of a thing, but
yeah, and he's a little corny.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's pretty spot on.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
So we have
a Cat never finds out that we copped him to Jar Jar Binks.
Well, we said he's athletic.
Yeah,
and high on the big board. So you have a small forward and shooting guard left, right, Durf?
Yes, correct. I'm gonna take for my shooting guard. I'm taking Bo-Katan.
Wow, a terrorist. Go on.
Mm-hmm. I don't really know enough about her to speculate, but she seems like she'd be a good pairing with Cassian Andor and good offensively. I don't know.
We're missing some heavy hitters.
Yeah, there are some people still on the board. I'm not planning on taking them.
You're not?
I have my last two picks.
Wait, we need a Bo-Katan and basketball comp. Did you say?
I don't know. I wasn't prepared for Bo-Katan to go in this draft.
I'm not
the elite Star Wars mind. You guys are.
Again, she's a terrorist. Again, Pat Bev, very pesky.
Brian Scalabrine, because she's a redhead.
There you go.
Brandon, you have a point guard and head coach left.
It's back to me. All right. So I can't believe this guy has fallen all the way to the 5th round. He's my point guard. He's small, but he's an elite ball handler, a leader. Yoda. Yes, is my point guard.
I love how we took it so seriously that we went deep and we have Skywalkers on the board.
I had Yoda as a coach, but yeah, you could.
I think you see him during that Dooku and those Palpatine fights.
Depending on the year, depending on the era that you're taking Yoda.
This is bad that Anakin's still on the board.
Well, Anakin and Darth Vader are the same person.
But we can't. They're separate.
There's only.
Oh, you're not gonna let.
They're one guy.
I can't draft Anakin.
No.
I see where you're coming from, and I think I agree, but I think some folks would disagree with your analysis.
But I'm
whatever.
I mean, if you hated Obi-Wan,
the show,
you hated Kenobi.
The show was bad. I love the guy.
That's the one that establishes them as two different people.
That's true. Okay, yeah. So I can do it. Whatever. You have a head coach still.
Yeah, but it's not my pick. It's to you.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Jeez, I thought everyone got a wrap around. Okay, so I have a small forward and a head coach left. I'm taking my head coach. Padme Amidala in a deleted scene for Revenge of the Sith, which is live action. It shows her starting to organize the rebellion.
I had Padme as a coach as well.
Yeah. Padme just great leadership, inspirational. She can get down and in episode 1, she's leading the charge through the capital. So boom, Padme as my head coach. And now for my small forward, some could say he's the main character of Star Wars. And for my final pick, Luke Skywalker. Luke has to be
on a team.
Yeah. I'm not sure how he fell this far.
I'm trying to think who the NBA comp is. I think Luke Skywalker is like, you have to take him because of the talent, but no one really wants him.
Is it too obvious? Is it kind of like
he's just, I don't know, he's just like a little whiny. He's all about kissing his sister.
So he's Cat. Yeah, Luke is just again.
Yeah, I mean,
just a generational prospect.
Too much talent to leave on the board.
Yeah.
All right, so it's back to me.
Head coach.
It's time for me to take my coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might get a little flack on this one because I don't know how this is going to work chemistry wise, but this is the natural leader in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
He's pulling the strings behind the scene everywhere. Emperor Palpatine is my head coach.
If we were going to do GM, I'd have Palpatine as a GM.
I had him on my list too.
He kind of gives me like a Rick Adelman vibe.
He kind of gives me like Who's a coach that is just like deeply evil?
So Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah.
Yet again. It's
Taylor
fun.
Jenkins.
Oh, classic.
All right.
Durf, yeah,
Last
small
pick in the
forward,
draft. My small forward is Cad Bane.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Derp is just like pandering to us because he doesn't know enough about these guys. But he wants
okay.
us to be
Do
like,
you want to? I'll go through the rest of my because I want to prove that I have a little bit of depth. But
Okay.
so actually, at my point guards, my remaining were it was Cassian Andor, Ray, Luke, Palpatine as a point
I had
guard.
Palpatine as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
possible point guard too.
Shooting guards. It was Ahsoka, Bo-Katan, Cobb Vanth, Moff Gideon.
Cobb Vanth would be sexy.
Yeah. Small forward, Mando, Kylo Ren, Cad Bane, young Kenobi, because I had both on here. Power forward, Darth Vader, Jar Jar Binks, Captain Phasma, Snoke.
Oh, Snoke's
Yeah.
right.
Snoke would be terrible.
Yeah,
he's just kind of decrepit and
Again, cloned body.
Yeah.
Not in great shape.
He's a liability on the court. Center, Chewbacca, General Grievous, IG-11, Jabba. Just because he takes up space.
he's too immobile.
Okay, the 3-second calls would be absurd. The dude can't get out of there in 3 seconds. But anyway, just his body in general would take up space. Coach Luthen Rael. Kino Lloyd, just again because of that speech. Yoda, and then old Kenobi.
Okay.
So I tried to get a little bit.
Who else?
So I left a few off the board. Like there are a few on my board that I think probably should have gone. Nobody took the best shooter in the draft, Han Solo.
Yeah, that's odd. No one took Kenobi.
Yeah, like Han Solo is the best player left on the
He's
board. in my
JJ
opinion.
Redick.
Yeah, I mean like Han Solo, best shooter in the draft. I had Finn on my board, but I just wanted to talk about how Finn's a stormtrooper, so he definitely can't shoot.
Genius.
Obviously, if Boba Fett is a Pat Bev facsimile, Jango Fett,
Yeah.
Pat Bev facsimile. My actual the Pat Bev guy that I would have taken if I hadn't had the opportunity to take Ray is Saw Gerrera.
Yeah. Saw
Gerrera
Saw's
is Pat
important.
Bev for sure.
Mhm.
No Poe Dameron. We said no Kenobi. No Din Djarin.
No
Mandalorian
Din
off the
Djarin.
board. No Grogu.
Mon Mothma for a coach
Would be a great coach.
needs to get taken in a larger draft.
No Mace Windu. And then I thought this was kind of alarming for you and I, Brandon. No Kit Fisto. I thought Kit Fisto would end up being on one of our teams.
I don't know. I'm really happy with my team. I don't see who I would replace on my team with Kit Fisto.
Star Wars has a lack of height problem, so there's definitely a premium on
Centers.
the 7-foot droids.
I think my team has a good balance. Like my front court is gonna bully you, and my back court is gonna finesse you,
Well,
and my coach is gonna strategize the hell out of you.
Padme in the end did beat Palpatine twice.
Padme did not beat Palpatine. Padme was dead long before Palpatine.
She started the rebellion that gave her son Luke.
Princess Leia also probably should have been taken as
Princess Leia.
someone's
Oh yeah,
coach.
yeah. Leia should have been taken as someone's coach. But also Padme then beat Palpatine again via her grandson. So boom.
Yeah, that wasn't her.
It's her genome. It's an Amidala.
Well,
How
then,
dare you?
Then Palpatine beat Palpatine because it was his granddaughter.
That's well played. So we'll put these out on Twitter. Best Star Wars team. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, Luke Skywalker, and then listen to the episode and be like, he was picked last, near last. But all right. Any last words about the Star Wars draft, or any last words
Andor?
about or the Timberwolves?
I also just one more guy. Qui-Gon Jinn was another like power
And Maul.
Yeah.
power forward, small forward. I don't think Maul would be great basketball player.
He led a crime syndicate.
He got cut in half the first time we ever saw him.
That's a foul.
He got cut in half by Qui-Gon Jinn, who didn't even get drafted by anybody.
He gets that
He
whistle
got cut
every
in half
time.
by Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
He killed Qui-Gon.
Yeah. Big time.
Again, illegal on the court.
Can't do that.
That's a flagrant 2.
All right. Well, if you made it this far in the podcast, please give us 5 stars because, boy,
Lord, we need
you
it.
have nerves of steel getting it this far. I'm Jordan. That's Nate. That's Brandon. I love you dearly.
So much.
Stay warm.